MLB The Show's coverage of Major League Baseball is on the air. Coming up, we've got a good matchup in store between the Los Angeles Angels of Anaheim and the Boston Red Sox. Both Sox are looking to make history here today. Can they break the all-time winning streak record? We'll see right after this. Pedro Martinez, a right-handed native of the Dominican Republic, will be the starter. What do we need to know here, Danny?
Hey, in this day and age where we're used to seeing a lot of home runs and pitchers not going very deep in a game, how about this guy? ERA in the low ones. That's not an easy thing to do. He can strike people out, but he can also get them out via the ground ball or the fly ball. Judging by his stats this year, he is having a ridiculously good season up to this point.
That softly hit to right. Will that get down? Hernandez backs up and takes care of it. 2 away. Next, it'll be Mike Trout. And as you take a look at the splits here, he's actually better against right-handed pitching this season. Well, these Red Sox entering play here this afternoon. They come in unbeaten and playing well here in the early going.
Matty, this is the best team in baseball right now. I mean, just a double-digit winning streak that, I mean, maybe happens to 2 or 3 teams a year you get this hot. This team is rocking in all.
But we'll have to press pause as that strike 3 to retire the side. Go down 1, 2, 3. And now the Red Sox get their turn. No score. Shohei Ohtani is ready to go as he'll be on the mound for the Angels. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Hey, you take a look at that ERA. That's a little bloated right now. This guy's a better pitcher than that, but he hasn't been real consistent. 1 good game, 1 bad game. I think what he needs to do, if he can string together 3 or 4 good quality games in a row, that ERA will start creeping back down. He definitely needs to start pitching.
And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. It bangs off the billboard and it's out of here. A solo home run there for Mookie. Number 196 for his career. As the Red Sox get the game's first run, it's 1-0.
Baseball has really changed. Remember when leadoff guys were guys who would just draw walks and steal bases? But that's not the case anymore. Guys like this, they have pop in their bat and they can go deep.
And now, Johnny Damon. As he takes a cold strike at the knees, it's 0-1. These Angels, as they enter play here this afternoon, fellas, they come in not exactly setting the world on fire as they've dropped 5 of their last 8 ball games.
Yeah, Matty, dropping their last game. Now they find themselves at 500 again. They got to find a way to get on a hot streak. You cannot continue to go peaks and valleys throughout the course of the season and ride that 500 line all year. At some point, you're going to have to take 7 out of 10, 8 out of 10 to get this going in the right direction.
Hit well again down the right field line. Back goes Fowler, and that ball will stay fair, and it's gone. A home run.
Well, it's very early, but he's looked out of sorts from the beginning. They've already roughed him up for 2 homers, and they're not done yet. We'll see if he can regroup or he blows up. Could go either way at this point.
High in the air out to center field. There to take it is Trout, and that's out number 1.
Batting fourth, no left fielder, J.D.
And that'll bring up J.D. Martinez, looking to stay hot. He's coming off a 5-hit performance in last night's contest. And now the first pitch. And he takes a big swing at that one as this one's lifted high in the air and deep out to left field. And it bangs off the monster. And they're able to get the ball in quickly, so he'll be held to a single with 1 away. And as you see right there, this streak will continue as he inches forward up the all-time list.
Hey, not an easy thing to do, D-Bro. Think about this. He's in the 30s right now. He's basically gone like 4 weeks when he's gone to bed every night. He probably sleeps pretty comfortably knowing that he got a base hit in every game.
Oh, man, his dinner tastes better. His wife got prettier. Without question, this is a month he'll never forget.
That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit. He'll hold at second, and there are 2 aboard now.
Hey, this pitcher better make an adjustment. That's a lot of loud contact. That's 4 bullets in the first inning to open up this game.
Here's Xander Bogaerts now. That's a strike to throw down. Not in time. He's safe at third as they pull off the double steal.
You know, I was pretty surprised to see him on the move to third because it didn't seem like he had that much of a lead, but he made it work out. That was really impressive.
Here comes the 0-1. Belted high in the air out to left. And it's gone into the monster seats. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. 29 home runs for him on the year as the Red Sox break on top now 5-0.
Well, he hit a homer last night, too, so it's obvious that he's in a groove right now. My advice to this staff, don't give him anything he can extend his arms on. You do, and he's going to make you pay for it just like he did.
That'll bring up Bobby Dalbeck as he'll send a ground ball down to third. Throw on to first, 2 gone. Now to the plate, here is Christian Vasquez. And now the first pitch.
He definitely doesn't look himself to start this one, and this lineup needs to be on the attack early and be aggressive and find a way to stay in this game.
Barely able to make contact. Down 0-2 now. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Turned on, but that's ripped foul down the third baseline. The 0-2 once more. Lifted in the air to center field. Trout has a read on it. And the inning is over. Here's the first pitch to him. Anthony Rendon is in to start things off as he looks at a ball to start the inning. 1-0.
So many things run through a pitcher's mind in this situation when your offense gives you a big lead. You know you got to pot commit and get aggressive with that fastball. You got a smile on your face because you have the lead, but you want to continue to attack and try and stay in this game as long as possible.
Skied into straightaway right. He's there to look it in his bets, and that's out number 1.
That's it.
Stepping up is Justin Upton. And he takes a cold strike. 0-1. Upton, or simply J-Up, was selected in the first round back in 2005.
Yeah, he has turned himself into a really nice ball player. I wouldn't put him on a superstar level, but you know what? They didn't miss with this pick either. You go into high rounds and you carve out a career the way this guy has, nice pick.
So he sets him down swinging. Justin Upton goes down for out number 2 in the top half. Here's the pitch. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
Down 0-2 to a guy with this much.
We'll leave it right there as he strikes out, and that ends the inning. Into the box, Kike Hernandez. He's coming off a big ball game last night in which he accounted for 5 runs batted in.
This is when you got to get.
He jumps on this one. It's high and deep to center. Trout is on the warning track as he hauls it in for a loud out number 1.
Now batting, right fielder, Mookie Betts.
So it's back to the top of the order now, and that'll bring up Mookie Betts.
He turned around that fastball and drove it out of the park in his previous at-bat, so there's got to be a good chance they mix it up right here on him and try and go off speed.
Turned on that one and crushed it, just pulled it a little foul. This year against right-handed pitching, Betts is carrying around an absurd batting line, coming in excess of 500.
You want to talk about having a career season, Matty. This guy's batting average is through the roof, one of the best in the business, and maybe more importantly, his OPS is through the roof as well, which means he's doing it with damage.
To the plate now is the designated hitter, Johnny Damon. And we'll see what he can do here after going deep his first time up. Now the pitch. Good swing, just got to try and straighten that one out.
2 outs, nobody on, but a base runner here feels like it would really change the complexion of the inning.
Big spot right here. Middle of the order guy is coming up. Let's see if he can extend the inning.
Swing and a high fly ball out to left field. Upton going back, and it's off the green monster. And he'll make it to second base now with 2 gone.
He's not going to complain, but he was thinking what the rest of us were thinking when that left his bat. Home run number 2. Didn't quite have enough, so he has to be content with a double.
On his way toward the mound now is skipper Joe Madden. And he's going to motion for the bullpen, as that'll be all for his starter this afternoon. So he'll depart early here this afternoon, as he just never got into any kind of groove out there. Hit in the air to center field. Trout has a read on it, and he's got it for the final out of the frame. 2-out double left Strand.
Back now at Fenway Park, home of the Red Sox, who have certainly treated these fans to some impressive pitching so far this year. Coming into the day, they rank first in the league in both ERA and strikeouts, a combination that has opposing lineups searching for answers. One member of the staff told me, "It's a special group of guys. I've never been on a pitching staff that's so dominant top to bottom, and I've been on some pretty good ones." Now, one of the hitters on the team told me, "I'm relieved I get to stand behind them and play defense instead of staring them down in the box. That can't be fun." Matt, back to you.
Okay, thank you, Heidi. And he takes strike 3 called on the fastball, 1 gone. Well, it's still early, but it's also worth noting that he'd be in line for the win if this keeps up, as we take a look at the league leaders in games won this season. And as you can see there, he's part of a flat-footed tie for the AL lead. Up next, Jared Walsh. First pitch on the way. Angel still looking for hit number 1 in the ballgame. Grounded up the first baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. Lifted the other way down the left field line. On the move is Martinez. He tracks it down and makes the play to record the second out. So a nice running catch on display that time, as we get a look at it again with Trout. He took a nice route, covered a good amount of ground, 100 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. Well done. Here's Albert now. And he's a bit tardy there on the first pitch fastball. It's 0-1. And he's a guy looking to break out in a big way. Hasn't been getting the results he or his club have been hoping for. Swing and a miss, and that's out number 3. Angel. And we're back for the bottom of the third. Let's check in with Heidi Watney. Here's J.D. Martinez as we move on to the bottom of inning number 3. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. So it's a leadoff base hit to start the Red Sox half of the inning. Already 2 hits in the ballgame as he's on base here in the home third. And you can see right there, he currently sits second on the Red Sox in that category. First pitch on its way. Swing and a hard liner to center field. Trout is there, and he has it for the first out. One gone here in the Boston third. And that'll bring up the power-hitting shortstop, Xander Bogaerts. Now here's the first offering. Bullet back up the middle. In there, a base hit.
Hey, pitchers, you better start taking notice of this guy. He better be circled on that lineup card, because he's on fire. That's his second hit of the ball game right there, and I don't see him stopping.
At the plate, Bobby Dalbeck. High and deep to left. This one's got plenty of distance. On to Lansdowne and gone. So a 3-run blast to straightaway left. Number 18 for him on the campaign as they've widened this lead to 8 now.
And with one swing of the bat, he shows you why he's dripping with tools. He's got the speed, he's got the power. You don't know how to attack this guy. You can't put him on base with a knock or a walk, or he'll just end up on second or third. And if you leave something over the heart of the plate, that's what can happen.
Now batting.
Into the box now, Christian Vasquez. High in the air out to center field. Trout has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. Now at the plate, here is Kike Hernandez. He flew out in his last AB. First pitch of the AB now. And he'll promptly send it in the air out to center field. Trout giving chase. And he gets there as he had a lot of ground to cover that time, and the side is retired. But the big blow of the inning comes right here, a 3-run home run. We played 3 full. It's now an 8-0. So the batting order turns over now and set to go. David Fletcher back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Man, he's seeing it like a beach ball right now. Even his soft contact is finding holes, Dan.
He's making it nearly impossible for a pitcher right now. Up, down, in and out, hard, soft. Anything you throw forward to home plate, this guy seems to somehow be able to find a hole.
Just behind the fastball there, 2 strikes now. Stays alive, still 0-2. Fletcher on at first, nobody out. And it's fouled away. And he fouls this one off. Fouled off. The 0-2 once more. Hit back up the middle. Fielded cleanly. A throw to the plate. And after that head scratcher, everybody's going to be safe. He's set. Here it comes. Trout, a native of New Jersey, the Garden State as it's known. He was a first-round pick back in the 2009 MLB draft.
Yeah, Matt, you cannot miss on your first rounder, and they didn't with this guy. He has turned himself into an absolute superstar.
First offering. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Reined in. There's one. Relay to first in time, and just like that, this side is retired. Angels leave 1. They're on the short end of an 8-0 score. Ready to go in the bottom of the 4th. And up next, one of the terrific talents in the game, Mookie Betts. Third baseman in tight, protecting the bunt, the first pitch. Popped him up. Suzuki over to his left. He's got it 1 away. Now at the plate, Johnny Damon. Already a home run and a double for him in this one. Grounded back up the middle. And that finds its way into center for a 1-out base hit.
Dan, with that single, he's now 3/4 of the way to hitting for the cycle. Toughest one still on the shelf, though. He's got to get a triple.
Yeah, that you said it, Dero. That's one of those that's either got to hit right down the line or one of those tweeners in the gap. He has enough speed, so if he can find a gap or find one down the line, maybe he can do it, and he's going to at least get one more at bat in this one.
But this will not get out there deep enough as it's run down by the right fielder in the alley for the second out. So here's the cleanup hitter, J.D. Martinez. 2 base hits, both singles to this point. The bouncer to the left side. Iglesias is there. Throw on to second for the force, and the side is retired. Back now at Fenway Park, and here's Heidi Wackney with a report. Stepping in once again is Justin Upton, looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. Back goes Martinez. Gone! Over the monster for a home run.
Yeah, they dug themselves quite a hole, but they say the first thing you need to do when that happens is to stop digging. Well, with that solo shot, they've stopped digging, but they've got a long way to go before they climb out of this hole completely.
Just able to get a piece of that for strike one. Struck out in his first at-bat. Good fastball as he gets the swing and a miss.
That's not really where you want to miss right there. I know this guy has got power stuff, but you can't live in the middle of the plate against this lineup and expect to have success.
Good job to spoil that one away, and he stays alive. Ready with another 0-2. Struck him out, so he's set down on strikes for the second time today.
Well, this pitching staff has done a pretty good job right there. That's the fourth time he struck out, and we're only in the second game of this series.
At the plate now, Kurt Suzuki. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. Comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. That's in there, and he's deep in the hole now, 0-2. 1 run, 2 hits, and no errors to this point for the Angels. Very weakly on the ground, but that one rolls foul.
Hey, that fastball caught too much of the plate on an 0-2 count.
Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Back goes Martinez. Gone! To the plate now, Jared Walsh.
Now batting. The first
Swing and a drive. This one's deep to right. Back goes Betts at the track. On the warning track, he makes the catch. So a beautiful running catch on display that time as we get a look at it again with Show Track. He took a solid route, covered quite a bit of ground, 110 feet to be exact, to bring that one in. That's a catch to remember. Standing in now, Albert Pujols, fouled away. Looking to put the ball in play here. He went down on strikes in his first at-bat. And it's fouled away.
He hasn't thrown that pitch much all game. I got to believe as an offense, you just got to throw that pitch away. And
a swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. So they get a couple of runs on 2 hits, no errors, and no one left aboard. Last half of the 5th coming up. The Red Sox are out in front, 8-2. Jaime Barria gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. Rafael Devers, the next to bat. Hit the ball pretty well in his last at-bat, but it resulted in a line out. But this is gloved over there at first as he was in the right spot at the right time. 1 away. Now to bat, Xander Bogaerts. He's off to a fast start in this one, 2 for 2, including a home run. And he might have another one as this is hit high and deep out to left. And he's going to make the catch. Oh, and he paid the price for it, too, as he crashes into the wall.
Absolutely jumped all over that fastball. And it might have been a home run if he had any elevation under it, but it was basically right at the outfielder.
In now, Bobby Dalbeck. As he looks at a fastball that's in there for strike 1. A hit in 2 at-bats for him at this point in the ballgame. The windup and the 0-1. A swing and a ground ball to third. Rendon bare hands it. Oh, and it sailed right over his head at first. And lucky for them, the right fielder's there to back up the throw.
Boy, D-Roll, this looked like one of those easy 1, 2, 3 innings. Next thing you know, a little swinging ground ball and a 2-out infield base hit.
Yeah, it's never too late, and you never know when a rally's going to start. It seemed innocent early on. He got 2 quick outs, but now we see traffic at first.
Has a look, now the pitch. Swing, and there it goes. Deep to left. No chance at bringing this one back. And it's gone. It's a 2-run shot to straightaway left. Number 21 for him on the season as they've widened this lead to 8 now. Well, if you're just joining us, that's the 7th home run hit so far in this game. Really unbelievable stuff.
Dan, they're absolutely not going to cover off the ball. I'm curious to get your take on this. I didn't find it to be the truth. I didn't mind hitting at night, but a lot of guys say they see the ball better during the day.
You know what's funny, D-Roll, is I preferred to pitch in night games as opposed to day games. I always thought it was advantage to the hitter, and so far that looks like it's the case on this one right here. They must be seeing the ball really well because they're just absolutely smoking the baseball right now.
Here's Mookie Betts. He'll go after the first pitch and bounce it into foul territory. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Now the 0-1. Hit high and deep out there to left center field. Back goes Trout, but he can't get it as it's off the wall. Trout's throw will come in too late. He's in there at third.
The more things change, the more they stay the same. This guy's been producing at the plate all year long, and this at-bat is no different. He's probably surprised it didn't leave the yard after the season he's having, but he'll just have to settle for a double.
And he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. But 2 come across. And now, David Fletcher. And at this point of the game, I think it's clear that the plan of attack against the top of the order has worked.
Yeah, and it's usually demoralizing, Matty, when the top of the order, so-called best hitters, are shut down. But you know what? We can't expect them to carry us every single day. Somebody in the southern part of this order has got to step up and get this offense rolling.
Jose Iglesias is at the plate now as he looks at strike 1.
Rock solid performance up to this part of the ball game right now. One of the keys, 90% of his first pitches have been for strikes. And when you do that, you really make the hitter swing at the pitch you want them to swing at.
And this will find the wall deep in the corner. And he'll pull into second with 1 away.
And this might be the kind of AB that gets him out of that slump. Smart hitting here, just going with the pitch, using the whole field instead of trying to do too much. The results speak for themselves.
No hits to this point.
No ball.
And he's really getting the better of him now. It's strike 2.
Guess who tipped their hand? They were sitting all over a piece of cheese. He flew open on the front side.
Swing and a miss, and they'll dodge a major bullet that time. 2 away.
Man, they've really had his number so far in this series. That's his 5th strikeout in this series alone.
Anthony Rendon is in for the 3rd time now as he takes a called strike. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. And he's got himself another one as he picks up strikeout number 9 here, and the side is retired. Back-to-back strike. Ready to go for the last half of the inning, and that brings up the outfielder Alex Verdugo.
The center fielder.
This is on the ground over to first, and he'll take it to the bag himself for the out. Striding in is J.D. Martinez. So far 2 for 3 in this one. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Fastball taken, but that gets the zone for a strike.
You know, some guys just don't like pulling the trigger in a 0-0 count. They don't like the ambush tactic. They like to calibrate the speed, maybe pick up the brake. They want to know everything your ball does before they pull the trigger.
And he takes strike 2.
After falling down 0-2 on the same pitch, don't be shocked if he triples up on it.
A swing by Martinez, and this is driven to left. See you later. Over the wall, a home run. solo shot here to left. Number 31 for him on the season as they've pushed this lead up to 9 now. This has been quite a hitting display from both sides. That's home run number 8 on the day.
Yeah, Matty V. Well, D-Roll, you kind of expect a high-scoring game with that green monster here at Fenway.
Yeah, it changes your whole mindset. Right center's out of the equation. Dead right field's out of the equation. Goes to 380 at its deepest part. Unless you want to hit one down the pesky pole, you're looking to pepper that green monster.
Taylor Cole gets the call to pitch here, and he'll try to sort this mess out. He's going to try to at least eat a couple of innings for his guys. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Swung on, and this one's driven in the air as well to deep right field. That one's out of here. Back-to-back home runs. It's a solo home run for Rafael Devers, and even 20 home runs for him now thus far as the blowout continues. And that brings in Xander Bogaerts. Lifted in the air to center field. Trout has a read on it, and he makes the catch for the second out. 2 men are gone now in the Boston half of the 6th, and that'll bring up Bobby Dalbeck. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. He swings and grounds it to short. Iglesias is up with it. Throw on to first gets him, and the side is retired. So 2 runs come across here, both coming via the solo home run. 7th inning coming up. The Red Sox on top, 12-2. Seventh inning ready to roll, and standing in is the veteran outfielder Justin Upton. Popped him up. Vasquez waits on it. 1 away. So this has been another fine outing for him this afternoon as we check out the league leaders in ERA. And as you see, he's right up there among league leaders in that department. Dexter Fowler is in with 1 away now as he swings and misses here at strike 1. Heading out towards shallow right. Betts has a read on it. He's got it, and there are 2 down now. So next to hit is Kurt Suzuki. He's 1 for 2 in this one.
Yeah, Matt, that last one wasn't exactly a tape measure shot, but listen, a home run is a home run. I know a lot of pitchers, they call that a wall scraper in his last AB, but listen, it counts as a home run nonetheless.
And this is swung on and missed there by Suzuki, and he's in trouble now, down 0-2.
Hey, I noticed pitcher's getting ahead right here. He's got the hitter down 0-2, but to this guy in the box, might want to just live on the corners a little bit more. You keep missing down the middle, something's not coming back.
2 out, nobody on. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ball game, and the inning is over. Angels are gone in order, and this one rolls on. It's 12-2. Last half of the 7th here, and next will be the speedy catcher, Christian Vasquez. Wheels and deals. Here's the first pitch. Swing, high drive, left field and deep. Upton going back. Not quite out of here as it's off the monster. And he'll settle for a single here as they whip it back in quickly.
It's one of the beauties of playing in Fenway right there. Most places that's a double or a home run, but at Fenway you're coming out of the box thinking, can I make it to second? Because if it caroms and that left fielder fields it cleanly, you're dead to rights at second base. I mean, that's a heck of a job to hold him in a single.
Oh, this is hit high and deep out to left. Upton is going to get back, and he'll put this one away on the warning track for the first out. Next up for the Red Sox, Mookie Betts. He doubled his last time through. He's set, and the pitch. Drilled on the ground to short. Iglesias is there to second for one. On to first, not in time as he just hits the bag ahead of the throw. Making his way to the plate once again, Johnny Damon. And he needs just a triple for the cycle, so let's see if he can put one in the gap. Into center field, line drive base hit. So now they'll have 2 men in scoring position following the 2-out double.
Some guys just lay back and watch that first pitch go by no matter what. Work the count, make the pitcher waste a few pitches, but when he serves up a fastball like this on the first pitch, it's hard not to go after it, and that's just what he does.
And the second run will score as well.
Man, I haven't seen an offensive explosion like this since I don't know when. It's been a combination of spotty pitching and inconsistent defense, and now they posted an amazing 14 runs on the board.
Alex Claudia enters now in a mop-up role as he'll try to keep the deficit right where it is. Into the box, J.D. Martinez. Rendon has it. And how about that right out of the bullpen? A ground ball on one pitch in the 2 runs on 3 hits, no errors and a runner left on. And now for the Angels, Jared Walsh. We're in the 8th now, and nothing's changed out there on the mound.
Nah, they just haven't had much of an answer, Matty. They've been off balance and baffled all game. He's got a nice, comfortable lead. You have to think he's going to pound the strike zone. But here, get aggressive.
A ball and 2 strikes now. Here comes the 1-2. Swung on and missed, strike 3.
Man, this guy's on his game today, not only when he's throwing strikes, but how about the amount of strikeouts? And what's even more impressive, no walks up to this point. So he's pounding that zone with strikes, and he's making these hitters swing the bat.
So now to the plate, Albert Pujols. And on the first pitch, he grounds foul. He's 0 for 2 in the ballgame so far. And Albert swings and misses. Good rip at the fastball, but it's 0-2.
Even though we're late into this ball game, this guy's velo is still top-notch. This guy's a horse.
So it was a swinging strike 3. Albert Pujols takes the hat trick with his 3rd strikeout of the night.
David Fletcher.
Into the box now, David Fletcher. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. Right there, and it's quickly 0-2 now.
It's been more than 2 innings since this guy's allowed anyone to reach base. He looks pretty unbeatable on the bump right now.
And he's got another one. 13 strikeouts now, and the inning is over. Pure dominance on the mound as he strikes out the side in order. More from the show. Saturday Baseball following this message and a word from our local stations. Bottom of inning number 8 set to go, and stepping in will be the very fleet-footed Rafael Devers.
Well, Matt, this is one of the problems. This guy's a good fastball, particularly low fastball hitter. It doesn't matter how hard or how low you throw it. That's right into this wheelhouse. What you want to do with this guy is move the ball from the belt up to get him to chase something that maybe he'll pop up in the infield.
And now in the box, Xander Bogaerts flew out last time up. From the stretch, grounded to third, fielded by Rendon. Throw gets him, 2 down.
Now back.
So the next to bat will be Bobby Dalbeck. He bounced out last time up.
Yeah, I understand that, Matty, but this guy's got burner wheels down the first base line. I don't think he even can.
Well, the side is retired as they make the play. Down in order go the Red Sox, but you can forgive them as they still hold an enormous lead. Here's the shortstop now, Jose Iglesias, starting things for his side in the ninth as they face the improbable odds of trying to come back in this one.
Yeah, not a lot of hope for them at this point, but these guys know these bats still count, at least for their own stats. You can't mill in your chances as a professional. Wow, he's cruising right now out there. 4 straight punch-outs and working on number 5.
And he'll stay with it here as he puts the squeeze on it for out number 1. Here's the center fielder, Mike Trout. He went down on strikes last time up.
Yeah, he's got to put that one behind him, especially with runners in scoring position. Those punch-outs will stick with you a little longer. Hey, just a nice piece of hitting right there. He's able to keep his hands inside that ball, stay square as long as possible, and feed it into the opposite field for a base hit.
No balls and a strike to count. Here comes the 0-1.
Surprised the pitcher would even go to the top of the zone looking for a double play in this situation.
Struck him out and make it 14 punch-outs now in the game.
Matt, just about everything he's doing is working. All of his pitches, great command, great location. In the big key, with 2 strikes, he's attacking the zone.
And that's taken for strike 2 as now they're down to their final strike here this afternoon. Swing and a miss. He struck him out, and that'll do it here as the ball game is over. 14-2 the final score in this one. The Boston Red Sox jumped out to an early lead in the first and never looked back. Pedro Martinez earned his 9th win of the year, turning in